Standalone meetings, the order of the day this weekend in the country, as we now wrap it all up with Sunday racing in the capital of KZN. We're off to Hollywoodbets Scottsville. Hello again from me, Rouvaun Smit. Good to have you along for the preview of this 10-race program, where the first gets underway bright and early at 11:20. Now, working through the card, I must admit I enjoyed going through it because there are a couple of races in which horses stand out, and I do hope the cream will rise to the top, that the form book holds up as far as this meeting is concerned. There are one or two races we need to play with a bit of cover, but by and large I do think that this is quite a punter-friendly card and that there is money to be made, and who knows, somebody could even walk off with a big jackpot prize in the Hollywoodbet Punter Challenge. If you are going to be taking your free entry, don't forget your selections need to be on 5 minutes before the advertised starting time of race 1. Play the bet slip, because that'll put you in line for the big jackpot prize, and not just the ordinary one without playing it, that can be life-changing, that we all want to win. So, let's get into the action. Let's find those winners on the card. Blinkers on. First race. Maiden Juvenile Plate. 7 first-timers will line up at the 1,000 metre mark. I unfortunately don't have a selection. I haven't heard anything other than the comments that I read about that were issued by the National Racing Bureau. Those are available in all publications as well as on social media. It's 1.82 to 1 each of two. Number 1, Trajanus, and number 5, African Pride. You can get 4 to 1, 7, Little Boy Blue, and 5 to 1, number 2, Bugle. I like to see them in the pre-race parade. I like to watch them go down to the start, at which stage I would probably have lost out in terms of what the market suggests right now, but it's a chance that I normally take, because at that stage I can take a more informed decision. So, if you heard anything, if you like anything, go for it. You never know where your luck lies, especially with a field of first-timers that will face the starter in the opener on Sunday. I'll start in race 2, the first leg of the bipot, and you need to be on by 11:50 if you are going to be playing a bipot. Maiden Juvenile Plate. 12 fillies will line up at the 1,000 metre mark. Initially it was 2.5 to 1 each of 2, 10 Hierarchy, 6 Late Bloomer, but there's been support for 10 Hierarchy, through the points down to 2 to 1, 6 Late Bloomers now 2.86 to 1. Justin Snaith says, nice filly, will go close on debut. 7 Water Hyacinth comes back from quite a lengthy layoff, 3.57 to 1. Gavin Van Sale says 8 What a Passion is working well, has shortened from 5.56 into 4.55 to 1. I'm squarely in the camp of number 10 Hierarchy, and when I turned the page I saw Hal says Hierarchy number 10. Excellent first run and has shown good improvement since. Couldn't agree more. With that run under the belt, any amount of improvement can be expected, and I do think with more to come, 10 Hierarchy the horse to beat. Ahead of number 6 Late Bloomer, for third number 8 Water Passion, and fourth number 7 Water Hyacinth. 12:25 the off-time race 3, first leg of the place accumulator, and it's a maiden plate where 9 runners will face the starter at the 1,200 metre mark. Initially it was 1.67 each of 2, 5 Victor Hugo, 1 Tripping Thunder were both at 1.67 to 1 on Hollywoodbets.net. Victor Hugo has attracted a bit of support into 1.47 to 1. That's Lucinda Woodruff's charge. Brings strong Cape Town form to KZN. She certainly got a campaign off to a flying start, but I like number 1 Tripping Thunder. This horse is as honest as the day is long, has got solid form as well that it brings to KZN. This horse likes to show pace. In fact, that was the case last time out, over 1,000 metres, when it just got caught in the shadow of the post and got beaten by a head. Ideally distance suited. If you look at that column, you'll see 2 seconds from 3 runs. I do think should be rewarded for consistency. Will be up with the pace and saying, come and catch me if you can. So I'm going 1 Tripping Thunder, ahead of 4 Galactic Lover. For third number 2 Aristocratic, and fourth number 5 Victor Hugo. Fourth race, Maiden Plate. 13 runners. For the girls, over 1,200 metres. The off-time race for 1 o'clock if you are going to get involved with the pick 6. Here, number 13, Catch a Penny, is at 1.52 to 1. 5 Hazy Days are 3.33 to 1. 2 Princess of Ernie, Dean Canamere says, including exotics, at 3.57 to 1. 11 Miss Kansas, 3.57 to 1. I do think that Chad Little and Glenn Cotson can have a quick double. I'm going with 13 Catch a Penny. Another one that should be rewarded for consistency. Has got solid Cape Town form. If you look at the distance column, a second and a third from 2 starts. The blinkers are off, and I do think overdue a win. So I'm going 13 Catch a Penny to win it, ahead of 5 Hazy Days. For third, I'm going with number 7, Celestial Diamond, and fourth, number 6, Can You Do the Hula. 13:35, the off-time first leg of the first jackpot, and that is a maiden plate over 1,600 metres, where 12 runners will face the starter. Now, question is, do we go short? Do we go wide? I'm going to go short here because I like number 2, Indigenous. This horse has shortened in the betting already into even money. Placed in all 3 starts from the stable of Justin Snaith, Gavin Larena gets the ride, and I do think can go one better this time round. We'll enjoy the step up to 1,600 because if you look at the form, every time it's gone up 200 metres, it has certainly improved. This is also the half-brother to none other than Desert Miracle, and I do think there's more to come. 2 Indigenous to win it, ahead of number 9, Green Mile. For third, I'm going 4, Ubermensch, and fourth, number 12, T-Dog. Race 6 is an A Stakes, where 12 runners will line up at the 1,500 metre mark, and this, to me, was probably the race of the day. Some hard-knocking individuals will be lining up, and they'll obviously be having some of their prep runs for bigger fish that they have to fry later on in the season. Number 3, Dave the King, shortened from 2.5 into 2.27 to 1. Mike and Matthew de Kock says, in good form, but may need the run. 5, Pacaya at 3.57 to 1. Justin Snaith says, pretty fit, should run to form. Then we've got Nathan Kotzon's 8, Royal Victory, and we now honours that one is great run last time out, currently at 4 to 1. I like number 4, Rapidash. Gavin Larena riding for Justin Snaith, and this horse has had 2 runs for a second on this track. Now this horse showed signs of just needing that last run, and I do think if one put a line through it, but that was the stage jammer, and if memory serves me correctly, that form line was franked by Selukwe, who won the WSB 1900. He should strip much fitter here. He gets blinkers fitted. He also gets Gavin Larena on board, and both those I do think will make the difference. And to me, I'm going to side with 4, Rapidash, looking for the value, ahead of number 3, Dave the King. For third, I'm going to go with 8, Royal Victory, and fourth, number 10, King Pelez. 7th race, Class 5, benchmark 66. 9 runners will face the starter at the 1,400. Not much to choose between them as far as the betting is concerned. 3.33 about number 7, Beach Palace. 4 to 1, number 2, Run to Rio. 4.55, number 8, Altimo. 5 to 1, number 3, Lake Como. 3.57, number 6, Ultra Quick. So you can see, pretty wide open affair as far as the betting is concerned. A couple of them are renewing rivalry. Number 3, Lake Como. 2, Run to Rio. And 7, Beach Palace. They are all renewing rivalry. And the race I'm referring to was the one that number 3, Lake Como, won last time out and beat Beach Palace by 2.1 lengths. Now, Lake Como was an easy winner of that race, and for that win, incurred a 5-point penalty, and I do think will have more to do, but can follow up with another win. 7, Beach Palace, on the other hand, is 2 kilos bid off for the weights for a 2.10 length beating, and that does bring Beach Palace right alongside Lake Como, if the maths is correct. Model of consistency, and I do think that Paul Lafferty does have quite a strong hand here. He's got 2 lively chances because 7, Beach Palace, is backed up by number 9, Attaboy. And then there's 2, Run to Rio, who's 2.5 kilos better off with number 3, Lake Como, for a 2.9 length beating, and that should bring him closer to the action. Where am I going? I'm going 7, Beach Palace to win it, ahead of number 3, Lake Como, 9, Attaboy, and 2, Run to Rio. 8th race, Class 3, benchmark 93, where 11 runners will line up at the 1,400 metre mark. It's a wide-open affair, 4 to 1 the field, as far as the betting is concerned, so you're probably going to have to add in quite a few if you want to safely get through this leg of your exotics. It's also the last leg of the first jackpot, and you certainly don't want to go out. I'm siding here with number 7 to Connell as my first choice from the Mike and Matthew de Kock training partnership. This horse was inconvenienced last time out at a crucial stage of the race and should have finished closer to the winner. And I do think if one sort of puts a line through that run, this horse, prior to that, a model of consistency. Ideally course and distance suited, and I do think that if one looks further into his form on his penultimate run, he finished 4th behind Plaza Record, who happens to be number 6 in this race, with whom he's renewing rivalry. He was 1.8 lengths behind Plaza Record on that occasion, and is now 1.5 kilos better off, so that brings them much closer together. So I'm going 7 to Connell to win race number 8, ahead of number 9 Hat's Pride, 6 Plaza Record, and 8 Trippets. 9th race, a B Stakes, where 9 runners will line up at the 1,000 metre mark. Here, I'm going banker, last leg of the place accumulator and pick 6. I like the look of number 9, 21 May. This horse has got honest and consistent form, enjoys Hollywoodbets Scottsville, and can give a good of himself, is the comments of Duncan Hulls in this week's winning form. To me, that's good enough. Cabello Nabatsiniani is back on board, knows this horse well. I'm going 9-21 May to win it, ahead of 8 Jet Legacy, for 3rd number 7 Mojo Man, and 4th number 3 Abaddon. Final event on the programme, race number 10, a C Stakes where 13 runners will line up at the 1,000 metre mark. Not an easy end to the day. You can get 4.55 to 1 the field, all of 2 Warrior of Royalty, 4 Ibechle, 6 Vision to Achieve, all at 4.55 to 1. I'm going for the value. I like number 10 Rhythm. Alison Wright has got 4 Claiming Appy, Savannah Valjalo on board. This horse has got very good form. I like the way this horse made its comeback last time out. Would have come on with the benefit of that one under the belt. And with the 4 Claiming Appy on board, this horse should strip a whole lot fitter and give a good account of itself. This horse will be in touch from the get-go and staying on at the business end. So I'm going 10 Rhythm to win it, ahead of number 4 Ibechle, 5 Averni Princess, and 2 Warrior of Royalty. And that takes care of our race meeting at Hollywoodbets Scottsville on Sunday afternoon. Trust you'll enjoy the day's racing. I do hope the cream rises to the top, that we can back the winners with confidence. Till next time from me, Rouvaun, you take care. Cheers for now.